I was just thinking, I mean, Microsoft's buying Blizzard or what, something like that. I was like, they got WoW, they got Diablo 3. They should make an FPS. But then everyone's gonna say, oh, it's gonna be like Apex Legends. I think they had an idea to make an FPS some years ago. Um, Activision made Call of Duty, so that's who's with Blizzard now. So they can make some kind of really cool FPS, first person shooter. Blizzard's new secret FPS project.
Ah, yes, it is the job listings. Yeah, it sure is the job listings. So, look, there's really not a massive amount that we could give you for this story in terms of specifics because it is all very new. But as you can see there, they're hiring for a new project. It is unannounced. A bunch of the people who seemingly are working on this project have been tweeting about how it is basically the best thing they've ever worked, the best thing they've ever worked on. Which I mean, fair enough. If if it truly is the best thing they've ever worked on, then I guess that bodes pretty well for whatever this game may be. We know it's an action FPS. We basically don't know anything else.
Yep. The only other thing we know is that people are losing their minds by going.
I forgot about that Overwatch. 4,183 people in Ontario hospitals with COVID, 580 in intensive. 68.7 billion. 68.7 billion in cash? The largest deal in the sector, making the Xbox maker the third largest gaming company by revenue. Microsoft's offer of $95 per share is at a premium of 45% to Activision's Friday close. Share of Activision were nearly up 38% at US $65.39 before being halted for noon.
Gingy and his health and his.
Hey guys, Level Cap here. Today we're going to talk about a new Blizzard FPS game that was announced last week at BlizzCon. It's called Overwatch and it's actually a new IP. That's right, new intellectual property. This means it's not a World of Warcraft theme FPS or Starcraft FPS, it's its own thing. So not only is Blizzard making a new IP for the first time in 17 years, but they're also finally getting into the shooter business after about 23 years of making games. This is pretty phenomenal news, especially considering the caliber of game producer that Blizzard is. They're pretty much perfectionists and they bring a lot to the table. Now, the cinematic trailer for Overwatch looks like something Pixar might have produced. Of course, it's a high production value like anything from Blizzard, but it's also got a cartoony feeling to it, very similar to what I would expect from a shooter game made from, say, Pixar's The Incredibles. And not surprisingly, many people have also drawn similarities between Overwatch and Valve's Team Fortress 2. Artistically and gameplay-wise, it seems like Blizzard may be doing what they are best at, taking an existing game genre and making it way freaking better. The original Warcraft from Dune 2, World of Warcraft from, say, EverQuest, Heroes of the Storm from League of Legends or Defense of the Ancients, and Hearthstone from...
Uh, Ritz. Looks like an Overwatch got bosses. I love Team Fortress 2, and there's turrets in that. Look at this. You can even fly and whatnot with wings and jetpacks. Got all types of abilities to go with shooting.
Just a couple years into development, Blizzard's much anticipated Starcraft shooter, codenamed Ares, hit a brick wall. But instead of trying to salvage the title, Blizzard shelved it in favor of other franchises. This is why you'll never get to play the cancelled Starcraft shooter. Things didn't change too much for Blizzard when the acclaimed developer merged with publishing juggernaut Activision back in late 2007. That is until recently when Kotaku's Jason Schreier reported that Activision had taken a more hands-on role when it came to management. Even before that report came out, the momentum shift was evident. In October 2018, Blizzard's CEO and co-founder Mike Morhaime left. He had been an integral part of the studio's growth since the beginning, so his loss had a huge impact on the developer. Months later, in January 2019, CFO Amrita Ahuja followed suit, leaving the company. And in a shocking, maddening move that came alongside reports of record revenue in 2018, Activision Blizzard laid off over 800 people that February. The following months weren't exactly kind to those involved with the giant company, and that likely led to some shifts in actual game development. Perhaps after taking a step back to reassess internal teams, the developer decided that the Starcraft FPS simply wasn't the right move for the future.
Oh my gosh. I just noticed. Remember Google Video back in the day or whatever? It's back, but it's on Bing. Like, Google bought YouTube and got rid of Google Video and whatnot. You used to be able to Google Video and whatever. It would be kind of like this. Bing's done it. And maybe it's been around for longer than I know, but now I know about it, and
called us criminals. They tore our family apart.
Papa told me after so many years of service, you gave over.
And it pulls the video from YouTube, so the creators at YouTube are getting their monetization through this platform. It used to be hosted on a whole separate everything. It was hosted on a whole separate, completely separate system. So I like how they've done that. Bing, Microsoft.
Overwatch everything, and then they pushed you out.
Real life is not like the stories our father told us. You were a fool for believing it so.
Perhaps I am a fool to think there is still hope for you, brother.
Human, machine. Before me, I see the future. Humans and Omnics standing together.
The second Omnic crisis continues. The conflict between Omnics and humans has now claimed over 15,000 lives.
But look around. Someone has to do something. We have to do something.
Always remember, never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be.
Winston? It's been too long! What is this? This is broadcasting on the Overwatch emergency frequency.
I got a call. They're getting the band back together. They want me. But really, they need you.
I have been called. I must answer. Always.
The enemy is out there and getting stronger.
The world is changing once again, and it's time to pick a side.
We can make a difference again. The world needs us now, more than ever.